Hi, welcome back to Game Geeks. I'm your host, Kurt Wiegel. Today's episode, Midnight, 2nd edition, the role-playing game. This is by Fantasy Flight Games that, in my opinion, have produced some of the most interesting Dungeons & Dragons settings that have come out in a long time. They produced Dawnforge, which we reviewed earlier. Go back and watch that if you want to. They've also produced Dragonstar, which was, in my opinion, the best science fiction or D&D in space that you're going to run into. Midnight is a very interesting concept. It's been said that a lot of fantasy, Dungeons & Dragons in particular, is really based off of Tolkien's works. I mean, ancient evil rises up from the past. The evils tried to break free 2 or 3 times. It's always been smacked down righteously by the heroes. All the quests seem to do the same thing. Midnight follows a similar formula up to a point, and then it drives the car off the road, into the ditch, into the river, and goes underwater for a while. Not quite literally, but you'll see what I'm getting at here. The concept behind Midnight is the ancient evil rose up again, and mighty righteous people went to fight it, and then lost. Sauron won. That's what Midnight is about, is you are now dealing 100 years after Sauron won. After the bad guy in this game called Isildur won and has consolidated his hold over the land, mostly. Orcs are everywhere. Evil priests, the legates, the only functioning priests with actual divine magic, walk the land, hunting people down. Magic is illegal. Demi-humans, except for gnomes, are illegal. They are to be killed or enslaved on sight. This is a very dark, grim world, and it shows. Folks, this is a game where the elves still exist in their forest kingdom, and honestly, they're losing the battle slowly. The dwarves are locked away in their mountains, and they're losing the battle slowly. This is not a game about riding triumphantly to face the evil. It's more a game about guerrilla warfare, about surviving another day. It's not a game that you succeed by getting millions of gold pieces of loot and all the magic items and all the tavern wenches. Success in this game is getting enough food to eat. People probably don't want to help you because if they help you, they will be killed. Orcs in this game tend to be a bit more like ogres in other games in that they're very hard to fight. The bad guys are more well armed, equipped, and ready to basically kill you than you are. The biggest advantage players have from this is the characters are tied in with paths to the land. They have certain abilities that they start with, and it progresses with them as they go up in levels. So you get to be more potent and your dragon blood becomes more pronounced, or you're more of a charismatic leader. It's a very grim game. The most notable difference is the spell casting classes are pretty much gone. Gone is the wizard, as we understand it. Gone is the priest. Gone is the bard. Gone is the sorcerer. Gone is the druid. What happens now is they're all combined into a channeler class that focuses in on do you get your magic from charisma, wisdom, or intelligence. And you can prestige class into the more classically understood classes that deal with that magical ability. If you like your fantasy dark and grim, if you want a different kind of fantasy world that is very, very hard to survive without being ridiculous, this is a great setting for you to look at. Heroism in this is not triumphantly beating the evil because we all knew it would happen. Heroism is the last stand against the darkness, holding back the dark for one more day, lighting a candle, and beating it away. For Game Geeks, I'm your host, Kurt Wiegel. Good day and good gaming.